First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Opening play and Stroud will throw it. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And out across midfield down to the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
With a start here to the ball game, you get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at deficit before they know what hit them.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Here's Stroud. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And it'll break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got room to run. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Again, it's Stroud. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Harvey is in the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Kenneth Walker. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They'll throw with Penix. And it's incomplete there. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? We've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kicks either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They are going for Penix. Intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage on the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And then get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing against a turn of lights out in that meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Incomplete, but he doesn't drop one on that. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Stroud. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. It's now 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Sticking with Walker on second down. They'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They run again and run. And the movers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll go play action here with Pitts. Pressure and he'll go down. The second one will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Penix. This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. And you're going to get it, and sometimes you panic as well. Think I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's a really good throw. And that one lands out really good.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He's going to go inside. And following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Stroud to throw it. Marvin Mims with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. It's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know they're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because the two teams in their history ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. He's got the first down yards there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Walker on the 1st and 10. He's inside the 40. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Targeting pass out of the line. He's got it complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to 25. Now Penix. Pressure applied. He's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the Bucs' 33-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they'll get this down about the 30-31-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're looking to throw. Penix. He's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on the line. It's well wide to the left. And this will start a 3-touchdown game. So 2 missed field goals for him now. That's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. Nick has been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Strong. And he's blocked out. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Penix. It's Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 minutes minutes remaining in this first half of football. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
And then they speak to how well he works with this offensive line. They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You get to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, Stroud. And tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good.
There's a diving catch. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they'll change things up.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Tackle made at the 9-yard
The Lions
line.
now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they just did not get the snap away in time. They'll look to throw. And his early struggles continue. Here's another intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a great run tackle, but they're quickly brought down. Nice little game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and a couple. And Stroud now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
A 37-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they'll get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over.
84 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. And again, it's Walker. Big boys up front. They're stopping right at the line. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught left side and tight end Pitts. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught left side by Raiders. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll throw with Penix. Working the middle of the field, he's got one complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
Tight end earns his money in the high traffic area, and he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful out here.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly to gain it. Stroud working out of the gun. It's taken in by his big tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. Takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time from Tampa Bay. 42 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Stroud. Jay Harvey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra play right down the middle. These guys will take a 10-point lead.
Lions 18.
Now as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They get back out there, the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And takes us up to the 97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just helps him out and just carry him along.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Looking to throw, Penix. Throws, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. He's got Booker. That's complete. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Penix. That one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Second and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. This throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Back to throw again. Those guys know it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they'll get in for the 2 points, and so doing cut the deficit to 2 points. 2 now as the kickoff is away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. But a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. Goes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Stroud looking to throw. As hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they'll get to Stroud. One way to go, and he goes down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Stroud to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. Stroud. Pass not complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Harvey now, 1st and 10. He's into the end zone for a takeaway touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bucs will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Lions 26.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that's complete to Mitchell. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Throw, Penix. He's going to fire it deep over the middle. This is inside the 5. And he takes this one down for the Lions touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 62 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And they can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Once more with Harvey. Harvey taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
force a target its backs through the air and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here we go, fourth down, Levis. He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down to come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's first and 10.
Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. The first carry here for Jordan James. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
He's back to throw. Short throw. And that's the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be born dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. A big play looming on third down. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
What is this? Come on, teamwork.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Here we go. This is fourth down. He's got a rifle on deep right side. He takes it across for a touchdown. They've taken the lead right in the final fourth. So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taking the lead, and CD now they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, though, because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive down the field and get the deciding score what time remains.
They'll try and throw set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Levis. Left to go in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Levis. Able to find Mims. He can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the 1st down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Now desperation throw deep downfield. And a return here is Smith at the 45-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Lions, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.